This video response is going to go out to the fans of Laura Branigan, and that's because a music video was uploaded entitled Solitaire. Now, it is true that Laura Branigan sang that song. However, not that many years ago, Laura Branigan passed away. So therefore, the questions that I'm going to present in this particular video may never be answered adequately. However, maybe some of her fans can provide some of the answers to the questions I'm going to present in this particular video. And as you can see, I do have a few. Okay, not a lot, but a few. Okay. Now, in the song, I don't know whether Laura Branigan was referring to herself or maybe to somebody else. Who knows? Somebody might actually know about this. Okay, and maybe if they do, they can answer some of these questions. Alright? Now, to whoever she's referring to, what did that person do to please their spouse? And why did this person feel that her spouse didn't need her? Okay? And are you sure, and I'm referring to the person that was described in the song, are you sure your spouse knew how much you loved him? And what did he do that convinced you that he didn't care? I'd just like a little more specifics, okay? Now, I will grant you, in the early 1980s, it wasn't as easy as it is today for ladies to just leave their spouses and establish a new career. Back then, ladies in her position could have gone to the library and studied. Okay? And certainly, it is true that Harry Lorraine's memory book was on the shelves at that time and could have been read by anyone. Okay? And speed reading was taught at that time as well. So, there you go. Now, these ladies at that time in the early 1980s could have acquired a part-time job and earned enough money to go to college. Obviously, she was in a semi-stable relationship, according to the song. Even though she was sad, she was lonely, I mean, at least the bills were getting paid, as far as that's concerned. So even though she wasn't exactly satisfied with her marriage, it didn't mean that she was out on the streets either. Okay? Now, even back then, it would have been very difficult for her husband to stop her from going to college or getting a job. Or both. Okay? Of course, it's a lot harder today than it even was back then. Alright? Now, near the middle of the song, she finally came to her senses. I'm actually proud of her. When he realized that he had lost her, he tried to get back into her life. She obviously, according to the lyrics, rejected him. Okay? Basically, I'm going to say this about this song. It is a very excellent song with a very excellent moral value. Okay? It is a very excellent example of personal regret. There is one thing that no human being can actually escape from. They can escape from other people, they can escape from all kinds of things, but they can't escape from themselves. And when you create a situation in which you then experience personal regret, that can last a lifetime. And that's what's being described at the end of this song, is enduring and long-lasting personal regret. Because that's what the guy is feeling at the end. He's feeling the same things that she was feeling at the beginning of the song, but he has no way to make that right. And that's personal regret. Okay? This is a great lesson for everybody, guys and ladies alike. Because you can do something in your life that can fill your heart with personal regret. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to be sitting there 20 and 30 years later going, man, if I had done something differently, none of the things that happened in my life from that point forward would have ever happened. You never want to experience personal regret. When there is something there that you should hang on to, you fight for it. Because if you ignore it too much, well, this is the kind of thing that can happen. Okay? So, you never, I don't care whether you're a guy or a lady, you never take your spouse for granted. You never take your friends for granted, because one of these days they may not be there anymore. You don't take your parents for granted. You don't take any of your relatives for granted, because they may not be there one of these days. And then where will you be? You can have all the personal regret you want, but it will never go away. And you can't run from yourself. You can run from anyone else, but not from you. You can't run from the reflection of your mirror. What you see as the reflection in your mirror, you can't run from. You can run from anything else, but that you can't run from. Don't live in personal regret. Don't make decisions that will cause you personal regret later in life. Think about it. Think long and hard. That's what the song Solitaire was all about. If any of you guys have any of these answers, feel free to leave them down here in the comments below. And if you want to tell us when exactly Laura Branigan died, you can leave that in the comments below. She was a great singer. I miss her terribly. She had a lot of great songs, and I still listen to them to this day. So, anyway, I'm sorry she's gone. I'm sorry I never got a chance to meet her. I would have loved to have had her autograph, because she was a great singer. Alright, I will tell you more in a future video, so I would like for you to stay tuned.